Hi everyone, this is Mickey Adams in College Station, Texas. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for joining me. I, of course, am a dealer and a representative for Mullen pedal steel guitars out of Seabrook, Colorado. And in this video, we're going to take a look at Buck Reid's original composition, Kelsey's Song. This particular song was written by Buck for his youngest daughter and is included in his landmark CD, A Work in Progress. At www.buckreid.com you will find this CD as well as rhythm tracks and accurately written tablature for his entire CD. Please visit Buck at www.buckreid and follow along with us here on YouTube as we dissect this beautiful E9 pedal steel guitar song. Let's analyze the chord forms that Buck is using at measure number 1. The first glissando at the tail end of measure number 1 into measure number 2 is a major 7 chord form. Let's look at an F major at position number 1. We know that our primary string groups give us a straight major chord. But 2 frets higher, strings 5, 6, and 9 with the A and B pedals give us this voicing. This is a major 7 on the top, a 5th here, and a root at string number 9. We're going to move this F major 7 into a G6 by the use of the levers and the pedals. Okay? So let's look at the first glissando, the pickup into the beginning of measure 2. It sounds like this. Now I want to urge you at this point, especially you beginners, in this glissando, I'd like to see you slide directly to the fret. Don't use vibrato. We're going to use the A pedal to use the energy that's already in string number 5 ringing to get the bend halfway through measure number 2. We're going to then dampen this and lower string number 9 and keep the B pedal engaged. Now for measure number 3, we're going to be playing around an F13, which means we're going to have a 6th and a 7th in the same chord basically. But we're playing around it with a single note line. Measure number 4. Beginning of measure number 5 and is a G7 suspension. Now this next move is paramount to getting Buck's feeling that he has on the recording. The suspended G7 at position number 11 is with 8 lowered and 10 raised a whole step. Strings 6, 8, and 10. We're going to create some tension by delaying the glissando down to the suspension at fret number 3. This, of course, is group 5, 6, and 9. Just halfway through measure number 5. Now with these strings ringing, we're going to engage the A pedal, strike 4, raise it a half step, strike 1 and raise it a whole step. Now let's listen to the whole sequence. let's begin with the melody line at measure number 6 with 2 pickups. And what you're going to find as you progress through this piece is this. Buck generally plays a single note or a simplified version of the melody line, but when he comes back the second time around, it's going to be different. You're going to have either more notes, a different grouping, a different combination of pedals and levers in order to keep it, to keep things fresh, so to speak. He doesn't want you to contemplate what he's going to play, and that's the mark of a great player. That concludes measure number 8. Let's move to measure number 9. We're going to strike string number 6 at fret 3, but we're going to move up to, at fret 1, but we're going to move up to fret 3 with the B pedal already engaged. Here's measure number 10, 2 pickup notes. Here's 11. Now notice here, what you have are ties going from the notes halfway through measure 11. So this time, he's going to lower string 2 with everything ringing. Now we're going to lower it and immediately strike 5. Now halfway through measure 12, we're going to strike at position number 3, 5 and 8, and we're going to slide down to the D lever engaged at the back end of measure 12. Now since this is tied, it's actually, these notes are not struck. Again, we are allowing the strings to sustain and moving to the position without striking. Here's the next phrase, measure number 13. Pay close attention to this particular measure because we're probably going to have to reverse with our lever. Strike 6, slide to 3, then engage the B pedal. 5. Now we're going to strike this group 5 and 8 with the D lever engaged. And we're going to reverse our lever to get the F lever halfway through measure number 13. Now what I'm doing is, as I engage the F lever, I'm going to go ahead and lower string 2 a whole step in preparation for striking 2, releasing it, and then releasing the F lever at the same time into the D7. Here it is slowly. This is a whole tone 7th string raise on the J lever. We're at measure number 14. Strike 8, 7, raise a whole step, to 3. Now strike the back end of measure 15, the A and B pedals down, 5 and 6, up to 6 with the A pedal, reverse to the B pedal. The whole phrase sounds like this. Now we're going to go back to 6. This is A pedal at 6, A and B at 3. Then we're going to strike 4 and 5 and do the same voicing one string higher to change the timbre. Let's go back to the top and see what we've learned so far through measure number 16. That's going to do it for lesson number 1 for Kelsey song. Thank you so much for joining me here on my YouTube channel. This is Mickey Adams in College Station, and we'll pick it up with measure number 17 in video number 2. So long.